Hi friends, this is Prasad. You're watching Power BI Prasad. Today in this video, I come up with a very new concept, which is like visual customization. So what we are going to do is like we are going to take one metric and then trying to just show it in different variations and trying to get different insights from that. So before beginning this, okay, so let's understand what is visual customization. What is this new concept? It's just not a new concept, but let me explain you a little bit regarding this. Visual customization is nothing but changing the native visuals into look like something different. So customizing those visuals to make it feel like that is a different visual. So this is what that we are going to do it. And to master in this particular visual customization concept, you need to have two basic skills, which is nothing but, okay, for each and every visual, you need to understand, okay, in detail, what are the formatting options, and a little bit of DAX is needed to make it a little bit looks like something new. So these are all we do have, okay, in our Power BI native visuals, but okay, to explore it in a different way, to present that one in a different way, and to get more insights with the same visual, we need to have okay these two combinations. So one is like formatting uh, techniques and a combination with the DAX. So, okay, this is one metric. Okay, so we are using only one metric. Okay, which is nothing but a couple of months and orders in that particular months. Okay, so let me show you the data before. Okay, I do have 12 months, and this is the month number, and these are the orders that I do have. So with simple this data that we are going to show these many versions, and then we are going to give them a lot of information over here. So let's break it into parts, and then we'll go with like a couple of visuals. Okay, in this particular part. Okay, as okay, we can't make it in all these kind of visual customization explanation in one particular uh, session. So what we'll do is we'll try to make it in the different parts of this video. So today let's go and discuss okay some of the custom visualization concepts okay over here. Simply what my intention is right over here in the very first visual is that I want to show monthly orders. At the same time, I want to highlight which month have the minimum orders and which month have the maximum orders. At the same time, if you observe, I do have a target. So for each and every month, I do have a target which is fixed. Okay, in this particular calculation, I just took it as 10 orders. It means whenever okay particular month reach 10 orders, it means it is reached the target. So I want to show that kind of information. Also, if you see it here, so January done only 7 orders, and then it is still need to do 3 orders to reach the target. So such kind of information also that we are showing. So how we are doing this at the same time, like we are showing the numbers, like okay, how many still need to be done, and then how far okay that is already made and then gone up. At the same time, we do have okay subtitles also as of now. Okay, so, as per today's date, Power BI had that particular option recently, and then we are working with that okay since a couple of months. So I've been used that particular subtitle also to show like maximum value or else like maximum orders in August month, minimum value or minimum orders in February month over here. So little bit of trying to give more insights. Okay, as we are giving this information in the color coding, but same thing like I was trying to do. Again, you can have like some other information. We can have a lot of information. I'm not telling that we can have only this information. We can have MYM. Okay, so a lot of other relative interesting information that we you can show. But this is I'm trying to make you to understand how we can do these kind of things. And once you understand this, you can just implement the same thing to like a lot of other things, and you can make it more insightful. Like we can show a lot of KPIs over here in this particular subtitles and then even titles. Okay, let's go ahead and then see one after one. Okay, and a lot of other visuals like what else that we can do. First of all, let's try to like explore this in detail using what we done in the DAX and then how we done it. Okay, so here in this particular visual, so if you see this, okay, so I read a couple of measures over here. So let's go and see like what things. It's nothing but simply You can see it over here. It's simply stack a line in a line and stacked column chart. In this particular visual, like, okay, what we have been done, it's simply like we took months in the axis, and then we show the orders, number of orders over here, so monthly orders. And after that, okay, so I've tried to written the DAX in a different way. I'm not trying to like make it like whenever my sales is like minimum sales, my orders is minimum orders. I want to make it in red color. I want to make it in a little bit different way. So okay, it's this experimental. I want to find the month which has the minimum number of sales. And for that particular month, I want to make it the color. I want to like make it the red or green color whenever it is minimum. I want to make it red, and then whenever it is maximum, I want to make it in green color. So let's try it in this way. Maybe like this kind of uh, DAX things can be written in different variations to achieve particular goal. But here I'm trying to write in this way. If your concern is something different, then you can write your DAX in another version. But here, let's understand that, okay, I'm trying to find the month information which has the minimum sales. And then I'm using that particular month name in another condition to make it conditionally format, okay, that particular column color simply. So, okay, so what we've been written is like, first of all, trying to understand what is minimum order month. Here, it's not just simply minimum of, okay, orders or minimum of order month. Okay, so it's not that way it happens, because you see here in this particular visual, we do have filter context or current context. So again, people who knows current context, that's fair, but people who doesn't have current context is nothing but I don't want to go and search for each and every visual and then try it. Okay, I just want to make it for the entire all the months. What is the minimum order month? What is the maximum order months? So to do that, okay, here filter context will come in picture, and we need to remove that filter context. So how to remove that filter context is nothing but using all selected kind of filter functions. And particularly, I want to use all selected function only over here. So that, okay, maybe if we have any external filters, that will get applied, and then all the internal filters or current context will be get removed. At the same time, I want to go for each and every row and then check what is, okay, so check the total orders. In that total orders, I want to find the minimum order. This is what I'm doing over here. Minix, I'm just trying to iterate so that this particular entire expression will happen to all the rows. It will iterate all every time for each and every row, and then it will give you the answer. Simply, right? Minix of all selected of the okay month column. And okay, why I took a month number over here again? This is an interesting thing. A lot of times, okay, when we have month names over here, and then if you want to show some values and then sorting by month order, obviously it will start month by month from April, because it will sort it, okay, by the name, okay, in the ascending order to descending order. So I don't want to make it in that way. I just want to make it as it is, like January, February, based upon the month number. So what I do is, that's very simple thing. Go for that particular month column, and then, okay, so just try to sort it by month number. Obviously, we will get January in the first place, February second, third in the March, and then December in the last. Okay, this is how it happens. So while we are sorting, okay, with another column, we need to tell the DAX expression that you need to remove the current context for this column also. This is why just I mentioned, okay, table of month and table of month number, if they're all selected. At the same time, I want to find the based upon total orders, whichever is the minimum, I want to get it in this particular variable A. And after that, so I'll get like in all the months, whatever, okay, minimum orders are there, okay, that number is saved in this particular variable. And after I'm trying to like calculate, okay, the month, again, don't think that I just made it maximum month. Okay, so it's whenever we can't use directly the column over here, so we just need to go with the aggregation over here. So maximum of the month, and there is a filter condition where my order is equal to minimum order. So it means whenever my order is minimum, So that month I want to have over here. That is what we call it as minimum month. If you see here I do have like 2 months, which are like minimum, having minimum sales, which is like 6. In the same way that I want to find maximum order month. Then max 6 also of the month and month number, and then based upon total orders, I want to find the maximum total order for all the columns, like considering all the columns, removing the filter context. And after that, same like calculating the month it has that particular maximum order. In this way, like we will get the maximum order month, which is like August. So what I'm trying to do next is, okay, simply I'll go here. So for this particular visual, and if you see here, okay, I'm just changing the color of this particular entire columns, the conditionally formatting there. So here I'm using simply like what I'm using, go for field values, and then select for whatever the measure that you want to like use to make it color code. Again, I'll explain you like what I've written in this particular color coding measure. So before that, okay, how you'll get it is like, okay, so minimum and maximum. So select that and then click OK. So that is how they get shown. But what is this minimum and maximum? It's very simple, right? Okay. You can make it even with the if statement, or else if you have like a lot of things, and if you want to make it give like particular color for each and every condition, then you can use like switch function, which is like more comfortable. So what is that? Switch selected value. Selected value means, okay, so for each and every month over here, each and every month over here, if that month is a minimum order month, so it will check for each and every month and then go. If any month over here, okay, in this particular month, having is minimum order month, if that is like February or April, in the minimum order month earlier in this particular measure, we used to get this, okay, minimum order months. If this month, any of the month is minimum after month, then I just want to give this particular color. Again, here I used EXA code of the red color. Okay, you can use, if you want to use, okay, directly the red, you can write it in the quotations, red, red, okay, and then that works fine. And again, the maximum, see, it checks for the whenever my month is like maximum order month and this color. If not, then I want to go with the gray. This is what I've been done. Okay, and then I use this in the color conditionally formatting, and I got like for the minimum months, I got red color, and then maximum month, I got green color. For other things, I got this particular gray color. So this is what I've done for the color coding, and then let's go for the other one, which is like how we are getting this bars kind of thing, and then how we are, okay, making this note that, okay, so still how many orders need to be done, okay, to reach the target. So here my target is very fixed. I just made a hard coded thing, which is like nothing but target is 10 orders. And so how we will able to show this particular kind of like visualization. So it's simple. We need to go for analytics bar, analytics pane, and then okay, see if you see here, we have error bars. This is nothing but error bars. So you need to enable the error bars and then just give this particular target, right? This particular target, the lower bound, it means like it will check from the lower, okay? It is like 10 points. Our target is 10 points, right? So it will check up to that, and then whether we reach that, or else if you did not reach, it means how many points, how many orders, or what is the number that we need to reach, or else like what percentage still need to be reached. So this kind of information that will show. So simply you can, right, go ahead and then drop the target over here, right, and then make it by field, make sure that is by field, right, and then if you go for percentage, okay, it'll shows you the different information. So based upon your requirement, you can go ahead. But now, right, I want to get simply, right, by field, like, okay, so taking this field and then that as an, okay, target, and then it'll find how much error that it has, like it means how much still need to be done. And then again, at the same time, okay, I just want to have the bars. So again, you don't switch on the bars, okay, again, you can't see the bars. At the same time, I want to have the labels also, like, okay, so that is fine, but still I want to know like how many orders still need to be finished to reach the target. So then, okay, simply switch on, okay, the labels. And then again, if you want to have any formatting things that we can do over here, again, background and everything that you can, okay, make it for this particular labels. And again, relative absolute, simply like, okay, so if you want to make it the percentage, how much percentage still need to be complete to make the target. So this kind of information that you can see again, here you are not able to see because, okay, the width of the uh, column is not sufficient to show like that much percentage. So if you expand that, obviously you're able to see values over here also. For now, I want to make it numeric only. So I just want to see like these many orders need to be done. And then here it passed, okay, and it done 3 orders. This is how it's showing the information. Hope you understand the first visual, how we customize the simple uh, line and stack column chart into this particular visuals. Let's go and then make it a little bit easier, as we already know like how we wrote the measures. Okay, there'll be a little bit different over here, but still I'll try to make it like comfortably, right? In this particular visual, I'm not trying to show like which months have like minimum and maximum. I just want to show like what is the first month and what is the last month. You see, highlighting first and last month columns, target line, and then error bar line. So this is what. At the same time, you can see like, okay, so in the at the base point, I don't have a line kind of information, but here, if you see, I do have a line kind of information, line kind of thing. So how we can achieve this? So this is also, I'll explain this in this particular visual. It's simple, right? Okay, so again, normal column chart. Okay, so getting the columns over here in the x-axis and then dropping the orders. Okay, the y-axis, we got this particular lines. At the same time, we are having the error bars also, as I explained earlier a little bit. Okay, so we will have this error bars. Apart from that, okay, so what we done is like the color coding this for this particular columns is something different. What we done is like we written another logic. Simple. So before going this, okay, so see if my once again, I'm sorry, like, okay, so we just, okay, gone with another measure. This is the measure. So before, okay, seeing this measure, I want to show, like, I want to find what is the first period. Simple. Again, it may be achievable with another simple DAX calculation. Like, as I told earlier, DAX can be written in various ways, but I try to write in this particular way. I want to explore this particular kind of like logic. So simply, as I seen earlier, here in this particular expression, I did not choose the value. I just wanted to make it by month number. Whichever month number is the minimum in all these particular, okay, so months. So that one I want to take it as, okay, variable. So again, and after that, like simply trying to return that particular month, which has like month number equal to this particular minimum month number. At the same time, I want to make it for okay, last period, which is nothing but max 6 of month number based on month number. Right. I'm not okay here. Definitely, we can't make it by orders, obviously. So we are trying in this particular way. Once we find okay by removing the context and okay we found what is the last period, then we can simply go ahead and write okay another measure. Simply a switch function and then text whether any month is like first month. If that is then I want to give it this color. If any month is like last month, right, then we will give this color, or else like we'll go to the gray color. This is what we do have. And coming to this particular okay lines, this is nothing but again analytics pane. Okay, so go ahead and then we have constant lines. I use 2 constant lines. Very first constant line is pixel line, which is nothing but I just give a 0 value over here, which is nothing but I will get a constant line over here at the bottom, just making that as a starting point. And then you can give whatever the color and then solid or so again, if you want to make it like dotted, dashed, okay, however you want, you can just make it. But solid, I want to make it right now. The same time, I want to make, okay, the second one is nothing but the target value. So I just want in the field values, I want to give the target is nothing but this 10, which is fixed number. So that for the 10 points, we'll have an bar, again, it's constant line, right, which is an orange color, right? Again, you can make it like as you wish. So try to make it in a different way, not to make it in a solid line, which will make a little bit confusion. So we can give it a dotted line, which will give a detailed or else like okay, comfortability for the user to understand that is something okay that they need to observe. Hope we finished the second visual, and then we'll go for the third visual here. See, here, okay, what I done is like very simple. Like, okay, so as earlier, okay, I just right, okay, I just wanted to color code the minimum and maximum in the color in the columns, but the first and last periods in some dot or okay some kind of shapes. So how that can be possible? Okay, rather than like okay, if I would have done okay the all the four things in four different colors, okay, that will become like a little bit messy over here. So okay, so minimum and maximum months I want to show it in colors, and then but first and last periods I want to show it in different shapes. So how this can be achieved? At the same time, we use another kind of like subtitle over here. So let me show you that particular subtitle also, which you used over here and over here. How I made this particular subtitles using a measure. So simply, the very first okay thing is like okay, which is nothing but color coding, right? Right. Let's see this color coding, and that is for the column values. Again, if you go for here, this is what I've been done. Okay, so for the column I've been given, which is like minimum and maximum values. Okay, just want to give those colors. So based upon that measure, okay, we'll get these colors. The second thing is, as I told, this is what visual is this? You can go ahead and see this. This is line and stacked column chart. So you can have a line over here, but you can't see a line. This is not the line that I'm okay, talking about. There is another line, which is nothing but this particular sales line. If you see here, right, okay, if you see here, right, okay, I've used different lines over here. One is target line. This is also another line, right? And this is first month line and second month line. What is this first month and second month? What are these? It's nothing but, yeah, see, it's nothing but first month orders or first month okay orders. Let's go and see that first month orders. What is this? If my okay month is first period, then I want to show like if my month is like first period, then I want to show orders. Or else, okay, I didn't write any else condition. It means okay, whenever it is not my first period, it will not show any okay orders. It means so that particular line will be shown only whenever that is my first line. So here, as we do have only one, okay, for one column, we can't show the entire line. Okay, so obviously what it does is it will not show the line, but it will we can have markers for that. So what I done is like simply I use this particular first line orders. Okay, so which is nothing but okay, whenever my month is first period, then only I want to show orders. For the other points, I don't want to show orders. What I used another, and the second one is like last month orders. Okay, so see, this is a nothing but whenever my month is last period, then I want to show orders. Okay, so again, this is for this one. So I used two, okay, three lines over here. One is target line, you see, this is the line. And the second one is, okay, this one, this one. And again, you may ask like, okay, why was like unable to see the line? Okay, so we done some formatting tricks over here. Nothing but, okay, go here and then you see, right, okay, right, targets, if you see there is a 1 point line and then there is, okay, dotted line is there. Okay, and I don't have any shapes or markers. Okay, so see that is a little bit of very small marker I used. But for the others, if you see, right, okay, first month, what I done is, right, okay, so sorry, here from here we'll see that first month, I used the dot at 10 points. And for last month, I used the diamond marker 10 points. So obviously you're able to see those things. And again, if you, as we don't have the line, okay, for two different months, we are unable to see that line. But even though that you have a line, you can control the width of the line from here. Like, okay, you can control that. Okay, so the first month you can have the width of the line. Okay, so this month and then for last month also you can have the width of the line as like 0 points. So obviously, even though that if we want to like make it for 2 months, first and second month, okay, but still, okay, the line will not be visible. So this is how we will do it over here. So simply trying to have some lines, but again, hiding the lines and then showing the markers only is the concept over here. Make it a little bit different. At the same time, we wrote another subtitle, which is nothing but, okay, so if you see here, So again, now this one maybe. Yes. So see, very first thing is, okay, I do have, okay, minimum and max value in, right? Okay, I want to show it like minimum and maximum values in August and February months. But we do have like, okay, April also, but okay, I just want to show like what is the first, okay, right, minimum months. If you want to have, okay, both the months, you can have like, okay, write the measure in such a way that, okay, so whatever the measures that will come into that picture, okay, so values you can take it and then you can show it. So it completely depends. It's just an experimental to show like something over here. So simply see that, okay, this is how it is showing. The same time, okay, I want to show like how many months, okay, are above the target. Again, for that, we do have months above the target. You can see months count achieved target. Simply, so that's another measure, months count achieved target. See, count rows of, like, again, you can use this values of calculator table and then values of that, and then filter when the orders is like, okay, rather than target. And you can count that particular rows. Okay, so you will get whatever. First of all, a table will be created with all the values of the months which are crossed or, okay, achieved greater than, okay, the target. Then, okay, so that particular table, I just want to find the rows in that. Okay, so then this is how I'll get like number of months, okay, that achieved the target or more than the target. So I use this particular logic over here in the subtitle. Okay, so to show this particular information. At the same time, I want to give some gap between these two things. How we'll do this? Nothing but repeat of Unicare 127. So 127 is nothing but a space. Okay, so Unicare of 127 is nothing but a space. I want to repeat that into 32 times again. You may think that, okay, why to use this particular repeat function? I'll give some space in quotations. That doesn't work over here. Just if you want to try, give it a try, but that doesn't work. So as an alternate, this is the way that we can give some space within the text which you want to use in subtitles. This is how you can make it a little bit of gap and then make it something in the left side, something in the right side, using this technique. And then if you wanted to make it in another way, like if you have two different lines and if you want to show some subtitle in two different lines, it's very simple. You can write in this way, right? Okay, so after whatever the content that you want to show in the first line, and then you can have this unique at 10, which is nothing but, okay, so shifting it to the next line using this unique here. Okay, the text will be shifted to next line. And while you're using these things, make sure that you off the word wrap over there. So that is, okay, mandatory. Like, okay, so that, okay, so again, this will not work. Okay, go ahead here. The general and the titles, okay, you can use, okay, subtitles, and then here you can use the effects, which is nothing but that particular subtitle using field formatting. And then again, make sure that text wrapping is off. So coming to the very third, okay, so what is it, this particular visual is, okay, showing? This particular visual is showing something very different information. See, the continuity. So how many months are there, okay, under the target? Like, okay, did not reach the target continuously. And after that, how many months reached the target and moved above the target continuously? Like that continuity we can show it here. So again, it is also the same thing, right? Okay, here I did not use any color coding for the columns, but it's just I took a right. Okay, you see, like above and below targets, I use the same lines, okay, which I used earlier for these dots, right? So again, you see, like order above targets, so orders above targets. So let's see that. Okay. Like if my orders is greater than targets, then I want to show the total order. It's a little bit different from this particular measure, but okay, so let's see, like whenever my orders are greater than targets, then only I want to show the orders. If my order is less than, or okay, less than this particular target, at that time I want to show that, I don't want to show that line. So this is what I was trying to make it. Orders below the target is nothing but whenever my orders is less than or equal to target, it means whenever my orders are less than the target, whenever it is not reached the target, right? Then I want to show that particular line, or else like I want to show the orders. So use this particular two measures in the line, and then afterwards try to make that line, okay, into stepped line. If you make it into like smooth line, this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like, but that will not suit for this particular situation. Again, if you need it, you can have it, but again, this is what it'll make, it'll be like more comfortable for this particular scenario. So I hope you understand what is visual customization. So let's go and see, like there are a lot of other visual customizations also there in future. Okay, that will go and then explain in detail, like how things will happen. So how we can do the same information, how we can show the information in various different versions. So all these things are like same things, but only thing is like we are trying to show these are not like custom visuals. See, just make sure we are using this native visuals only and trying to make it. And then these are not like, okay, some other visuals, which simply we are using either line chart or as like line and stack and column chart. So these two things that we're using and then trying to make it in this many different ways. So let's go and understand, okay, each and everything, okay, in part by part. Let's try to finish it in this particular part, and then let's go and see the other explanations of other visuals in the next part. So hope if you're watching till now, like hope you like this video, please like, share our videos. If you're not yet subscribed, please try to subscribe and encourage us. Thank you so much for waiting till now, and then let's connect again with another video very soon. Until then, thank you so much. Signing off, Yash Prasad. Thank you. Have a great day.